get our own taste. Like I said, the world's our oyster. The world is our oyster. When you steal it, I mean, all the oysters are yours, essentially. Wait, what? Grenzo, the Crooked Jailer, and I wish this card did not exist because it's too good. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we got a juicer for you. Before we dig into the deck, I'm gonna ask you the question of the day. What is the most broken deck of all time? I did not play before 2018, really in the meta that much, so let me know, what's the most broken deck? Maybe you can teach me something. Let's go and dig right into broken decks. That's right. I just call this deck Dear God. It's just Dear God. That's all you can really say about this. This is the most broken deck in the absolute, I mean, in the format. I can't say anything else, but now, so you'll notice it kind of sucks right now. I'll kind of open this up with Standard and Alchemy are kind of in a rough shape right now. Standard just has like the Prowess Bird going crazy, and Alchemy just has Heist going crazy. So best of one's a little rough right now, but if you do want, in my opinion, the best Alchemy deck, like literally just broken on top of broken on top of broken, let's go and just establish what we got. The Impetuous Lootmonger. Okay, when the Impetuous Lootmonger enters the battlefield, you're going to discard a card, then you're going to heist target opponent's library. Seems like decent, right? First strike, like just a solid card, but this is what really breaks it. Whenever you cast a spell that you don't own, you're going to create a treasure token. So, if you steal something that costs 1, you're getting it for free, because you cast it for 1, and then you get a treasure token to back it up. It gets absolutely crazy, especially in a deck that, in a format that is so fast. A lot of the, even like mono red, so if you get like a shock, or there's another card like Ranger's Firebrand, or whatever the heck this card's called, it's basically a shock. Whatever deals 2 damage, a meltdown, you're going to get this stuff for absolutely free. It's just absolutely insane. I think the Lootmonger should cost 3 or should have that treasure token ability kind of cut from it. But nevertheless, we're just going to be going full-blown on the heist. This is a full-blown meta deck. I usually do like something kind of fun, but like I'm just going to show you the absolute power of this, and I kind of wish they would kind of do something about this because it's a little too good in my opinion. Weave the Nightmare. If you control a non-land permanent you don't own as you cast this, you're going to choose 2 instead. Heist, so just another heist. Target creature gets -5/-5, which gets around like Tajik and the indestructible stuff. It's still big enough to kill Shelly, and then you can counter a target non-creature spell, so very, very versatile. Thoughtstring Analyst, this card's not as good versus, it's not as good versus Burn, because you do have to lose the life to steal the cards, but you still get the steal cards nevertheless, so it is like kind of like a card value engine. I'm only running 2, because you don't really need 4, and we also get more card advantage through the Triumphant Getaway. So this card has Flash, so it has Flash, so you can run it alongside your like counter spells if that's not really that relevant, and then you get the heist target opponent's library twice, and then whenever you cast a spell you don't own for your heist, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So this absolutely puts a crippling stamp on the game versus like a lot of burn decks. Last but not least, you got Grenzo, the Crooked Jailer. Whenever this enters the battlefield, you're going to heist, or at the beginning of your upkeep as well, you're going to heist target opponent's library, and then you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell that you don't earn once per turn, but that's okay, so it's once each turn. So if you have instances that you have there heisted, you actually can do that too, because it's each turn. Just, I mean, the things that this deck can do is absolutely broken. We actually a lot of times people don't run this. I am Emporium Thopterist. I think this card is a win condition. It's a 2-drop win condition. You have to take care of it, or the Ornithopters just get out of hand, because you get a free Ornithopter every single turn. So I'm just running every single broken card. Like I said, full-blown meta deck. Don't even care. I'm just going to show you. We're going to run meta on the channel sometimes. So go for the throat. Lonely End. Lonely End's really nice. If you're not the starting player, you gain 3 life, which is really, really nice. Phantasmal Extraction. Again, if you're not the starting player, it costs 1 less to cast. So I was just kind of shitting on Alchemy, saying that like the format's a little busted right now, but so Standard. So I don't want to hear so Standard's a little rough too right now. I got the turn 3 wins with the bird right now, so with the plot mechanics. So I think Standard and Alchemy, whatever. I kind of already gone into that, but this is what I like about Alchemy. This is what I really, really like. So Lonely End and the Phantasmal Extraction, in terms of like card design, I really like this because if you're not the starting player, you do get a buff. These kind of cards, this is what I want to see more in Best of 1. There's kind of like, give you a little bit of buff if you're on the draw, because as we know, being on the draw does kind of suck. So this is wonderful. Love these cards here. This, not so much, but it is what it is. So last but not least, got the Grave Expectations. Heist target opponent's library for 1. Just kind of fuel up your heisting mechanics here. And 99% of the time, I do not go for the exile 3 target cards, gain 3 life. But just the fact that you have it is still pretty good. So it is what it is. Then we have some counter spells here, but this is the deck here. Mana base looks pretty solid. It is what it is. This is, in my opinion, the most broken deck probably since I can't even really tell, but that kind of goes in with the question of the day. Make sure to let me know. And of course, we're gonna get a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Thank you so much for your support. You folks make the grind a whole lot less grindy, and I just, like I said, just really want to extend my deepest gratitude to you. And hopefully, the little blood artist thing, I do love it. Little blood artist, so cute, so cute. But dude, just keep in mind, only you can help protect the Aether with me. So make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and make sure to answer the pinned comment below. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Godzilla! Are you just Godzilla? I guess we'll see here. We're going to keep this. A lot of pain lands in this, but you kind of have to do to make the 3-color lands work in Alchemy. So let's go ahead and just drop this. Can't really do anything anyway, so. But like I said, we have all the most broken cards in the format. Ooh, Restless Spire on turn 2 is a little annoying, but I think instead of going for the Lootmonger, I don't really even know which one I'd rather have. Do we want the Thopterist or the Lootmonger? These are the two most broken cards. I guess we'll just go out for the Thopterist. I don't know exactly what I want to heist from the opponent yet anyway. So I don't know, but if you get the Thopterist out, you have to deal with it immediately. Yeah, Soul Partition. If you get the Lootmonger out, you have to deal with it immediately. So there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I guess we'll go ahead and just commit to the Spire. And now we'll go for our Lootmonger, paying all the life, do not care. So now what do we want to get rid of here? Grenzo's we love Grenzo, man, but it's so expensive. Got a counter spell. We can't get rid of this. That's gonna have to be the Lonely End. I don't really see anything here, so. Reprieve. Good lord. I think it's gonna have to be the Porcupine card. So I actually have been on record saying this was the best card before the heist kind of mechanics came along. I think that really this is like the best card. Alright, so I don't really love to see this, just because, I mean, Teysa is annoying. This thing comes back. Because I do know that they are running Reprieve, I am tempted. I'm definitely tempted just to go for the Triumphant Getaway right now. Just to kind of get it down. We don't have to worry about Reprieve or anything like that, so swing in with our Lootmonger. Sure. I'm just going to go for it, man. I am. Let's go in for the Triumphant Getaway. Gonna take a lot of pain, but that is okay. Now let's go ahead and get away, baby. Harvester of Misery. That is really good, right? Exile, blah, blah. If another creature has greater power. I guess we could do that on the Teysa, right? Maybe it's actually the Getaway. Yeah, I think we can do this. We actually can blink a Spirit Token away permanently that way. And shoot the Sheriff. If we get our own Teysa, like I said, the world's our oyster. The world is our oyster. When you steal it, I mean, all the oysters are yours, essentially, so this is a little scary, but like I said, I think we'll be okay. How much are we taking here? 11. Not optimal, but that's okay. Definitely not great. So now they're going to get rid of the Teysa. Now we're a little scared. Now we're definitely a little scared here. Drop you. See, with the Getaway Glamour, what do we do here? Destroy target creature for no other creature has greater power, but I guess one will have greater power, essentially, because plus X plus 0. So that actually is pretty annoying, but then we can shoot the Sheriff. Okay. Let's pass the turn. We're going to have to just worry about the Teysa herself, right? So I think what we'll do, exile you. Decent chance that they do have something else. At least we'll get a little bit of life. Interrupter. I guess we could just go for Phantom Interference rather than shoot the Sheriff. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's just counter the Interrupter, because I have a lot of things that we're going to need to cast, and I think this thing actually is really annoying, so. Now we're looking pretty good here. It is worth noting that we still can't go for the Porcupine card just yet, so I think I'm actually going to take the Captivating Crossroads and go for white, just so that I can go for this later. Let's go for white. Don't have to worry about Teysa anymore, so that's beautiful. I think we just dropped Grenzo. Yeah, why not? Grenzo, the Crooked Jailer, and I wish this card did not exist because it's too good. Alright, so let's go ahead and just Hostile Investigator. I think it really matters here. Let's just go for the Investigator. Again, we're going to be able to drop this for free, which is just silly. So, yeah, for free. Triumphant Getaway goes off. Get a little bit of life. Hostile Investigator. And slowly but surely, I think we're just going to probably win the grindy matchup here. Like I said, Heist, if they don't have another Teysa, which could be possible, I think we're looking pretty good here. And, oh man, you almost feel bad. It's just so, it's too broken. You almost feel bad. So let's go ahead and just kill you, I guess, right? I guess we'll just kind of peck away at them. They want to go for a reprieve that is not optimal. Wow, actually, not only was that not optimal, that was actually really bad. Oh, because now they have to shoot the sheriff on the Grenzo. Otherwise, I don't think they would be able... Oh, that was actually really bad. So we played right into their trap there. I got... Why did it... Oh, why did you not do that? Oh, we're a rogue. Okay, we're a rogue. Okay, never mind. So, either way, I think we go for Teysa. 1, 2, 3, 4. All creatures get -1, -1. Well, it's going to have to be this, right? I mean, we just kind of clear their board, I guess. Why not, right? So we get this for free, sure. I mean, it's just, like, not even fair. It's really not. See, now they have Reprieve, and now I can just go for Weave the Nightmare. Counter target creature spell, and we get the Heist again. Again, this deck is just so broken. It almost feels... It's like, it's just gross, kind of. You almost feel bad for playing it, but... They just had nothing for us. I hate to say it. It's just... Oh, man. Good game. Charkaroth, how you doing here? All right, we're gonna go and keep this. Got some delicious lands here. All that alternative art. We gotta love that. Guess we'll get you down. I don't even know exactly what I'm looking for. Restless Vents? Sure, join the party. Join the party here. We do have at least one untapped land that we can kind of make use of, so... Alright. Guess we're gonna drop you. Or should I actually... If we're just planning on going for the Grave Expectations or a cut down, maybe not? Maybe we just get you down. Sure. Worst case scenario, we just go for... I think because we have the Grave Expectations, we can just Heist. Or we can just go for a cut down if they're running aggro. But like I said, this deck has every answer you could ever imagine. And even if it doesn't have the answer, you can just Heist it and steal the answer. Like that, this deck is so crazy, man. There's just almost... Unless it's a mirror match, there's almost like just never a worry. So let's go ahead and cut down the Codebreaker. Let's go ahead and cut you down. And a Lootmonger. See, I don't even really know which one I think I just get rid of the Restless Reef, honestly. So let's do this. Go for the Lootmonger. It's either... I don't really want to get rid of another Lootmonger. Lonely End, we just want removal. Maybe it's Grave Expectations, but then I get to cast it. Maybe it's just the Restless Reef. I really think it's fine. So... Maybe it's just Inscription? I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I mean, that's kind of their win condition, though, right? So, I mean, sure. And then we can... Man, like I said... I don't think I'm going to want to gain 3 life. There are times where you kind of need to. So, I mean, makes sense, too. But this Lootmonger has first strike. We're going to be able to pick these off unless they have a shock or something. Or that. Same difference, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. So no treasures for us. That's okay. I was kind of hoping that we would get into like a shock or something. That is definitely the best way to play it. Because then you get the treasure for free on the Lootmonger and you just start looting. It just gets really squirrely really quickly. Alright, let's go for the Grave Expectations. I'm just going to Heist you. I want something cheap. So Swifty. I think we can rock with the Swifty. Yeah, let's go Swifty here. Triumphant Getaway. Okay. What I'm going to do is a little unconventional. Let's go for the Lootmonger. I'm going to get rid of this Lonely End. Because at this point, I think it's just the Getaway that we're kind of looking to cast here. So let's do that. We're just looking for anything low to the ground. So Melt Through. It's fine. But here's what makes the Lootmonger so broken. Is you get these treasures. Like, this is what makes it so broken in my opinion. So I can still go for Melt Through. I'm not going to... I think we're just sit back on defense. Once we get the Triumphant Getaway with the Lootmonger, it's basically just all over. Slickshot Show Off, that's fine. We've got a Melt Through. And plus, every time we cast something cheap, we just get that treasure back. This card either needs to not have the treasure token function, or it needs to cost 3. I think it's really that simple, but Nevertheless, let's go for the melt through so that we get our treasure token back from the Lootmonger. We won't be able to block you because you're legend, or you're the Tempted Ring thingy. That's fine. Well, we're down to 17. What are we down to 17? I think that's okay. Alright, sure, go through. I pretty much think the common theme of this whole entire deck is just going to be, or video, is just going to be like how broken this stuff is, because it really is. I'm trying to think if there's anything funky I have to kind of do here with the Captivating Crossroads. Could just get you down, but I don't think so. I think it's just still better to go for the getaway, so let's just go for black. I don't think it really matters here. Let's go for black and just pass. Once we get the Triumphant Getaway, we are going to, I mean, we're going to become triumphant. There's no doubt about that. So, Fiery Inscription. I don't really love this. Let's try to see if we can go for this. I know this makes another unblockable, which is not great, but, oh, hold on. Probably should have waited. Yeah, we definitely should have waited there. See, I get too greedy. I'm the Kobolas or Grixis themed. We're just getting too greedy. I think that's the problem. So, let's go for Lightning Strike. And I guess we'll just go for another Swifty because I just kind of want some cheap stuff here. Yes, they are going to start burning us for 2 every single time they cast an instant sorcery. But every single time that we cast one of these things, we're just going to gain 2 life. So we're going to kind of offset them there. I don't know, man. Not too afraid here. So I'm just trying to think. I mean, what could you really have here? I mean, you have 1 mountain. I mean, if you have a Monstrous Rage, I mean, I'm pretty okay with trading. If you want to burn a Monstrous Rage, that should be okay, right? Shock, that's fine. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do it. We got a Thopterist now. Let's go in. Let's just go in for our own Fiery Inscription. So now that we have our own Fiery Inscription, and they have, like, you see kind of where I'm going with this, right? So let's go for Swifty. I'm just going to peck you for 2. And now we're just going to outspeed you. I don't, like, realistically see how they can get away from this. So, yeah, they have Fire Inscription, but we have Fire Inscription. And then we also have the Getaway. So we're going to slowly but surely win this, like, life battle. We also have the Restless Vents. Kind of ditch away something here. Got a Lightning Strike. Like I said, this is what this deck does. This deck just takes your deck and just says, it's mine now. And we still have our, like, part of the deck. And we do what your deck does better. It's just an absolutely broken deck. I kind of wish they would fix it, because it's a little too broken in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. They get rid of a Monstrous Rage, which is pretty interesting. Face down card. That is definitely going to be a code breaker. I was going to say, they got to have enough in the graveyard by now, right? Another try. It's almost, you almost feel bad. You almost feel bad. Alright. Do I want to do this now is the question. Might want to wait. I think we'll actually just, we'll just play it smooth, I guess, right? I'm going to go for the Thopterist instead. Yeah, I don't think we really have the ability to do this. Because if they have like a Monstrous Rage or something, I'm going to wait this time, because this is legendary. Or the Ring Bearer, rather. I think it's more important to say that it's the Ring Bearer rather than legendary. If it was legendary, I can still block it, but it's the Ring Bearer, so I cannot. If I go for Swifty a little bit too early, so... Let's get down to Thopterist. The Thopterist eventually will kind of get going. Still have 17 life. We do gain 2 life from the Getaway. We have another one, but like I said, just a little gun shy on the second Getaway right now. I don't think we have the mana for it. Let's just save the Lightning Strikes. Ooh. Alright, no problem. I'm not... Oh, I accidentally put a stop on there. I'm not overly worried about the Codebreaker doing super crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and do this. And I am going to actually... I don't know. I think so. I just don't think the Thopterist is really that necessary at the moment here. So, we'll just trade. I think that's okay, actually. So now they go for Monstrous Rage. That is interesting here, because now I have to Lightning Strike something. Do I want to Lightning Strike this creature is the question. Or do I let this stuff go through? Is it better to Monstrous Rage this right now? I think it is because they only have one card left in their hand, so I actually am. Let's go ahead and Lightning Strike this creature. We're going to let the little birdie live. This also kicks up our own prowess. Do they have something else? They do not. And now we're looking really, really good. Okay, so that's a trade. We're fine. And one last... Okay, so one last Fire Inscription does actually make this quite close. Does make this a little closer now. What I'm going to do is drop this. Triumphant Getaway, and we actually have this leftover treasure token. So as long as we get, like, something that costs 2, like another Lightning Strike could really put this on ice. We do not. We do not, but we got to rally at the Hornburg, which is pretty good. And there is that Lightning Strike. Absolutely love to see it. Let's go ahead and grab... Actually, we don't even really have to. I guess we could just go for you, right? Let's not do the rally at the Hornburg yet. Just the Firebrand so we can keep this nice and safe. And look at that. Fiery Inscription. Triumphant Getaway, and we steal your card. And now it's just over. It's 5 to 18. We got to rally at the Hornburg. We got a creature land here. It's just absolutely over. I mean, just if that doesn't show you how sick this deck is, I don't know. Jake, not Jacob. Jake Bob. Hello. All right. So I'm going to keep this. It's a little risky. Captivating Crossroads. So we're going to have to commit this to either black or red. Just kidding. Just kidding. We got that. All right, we're good. All right. Let's see what we got here. This is going to have to be Boros. I'm assuming this is Boros. I just got a funny feeling in the pit of my stomach. And because we are playing against Boros, I think they do not want to see a Lootmonger. We do love Thopterist, but we do like the Lootmonger as well. Because this has first strike. It really hurts a lot of their creatures, especially if they get like the Impetuous Recruiter. I don't really want to get rid of Grave Expectations. Grave Expectations with these Lootmongers is just like busted. I think we're going to get rid of Grenzo. Grenzo's a little expensive. Oh, Tajik. No witnesses. Let's steal their Tajik. I think that could be pretty fun. That's what this deck does, baby. Show the Resolute Reinforcements. Oh, a Braid. So I definitely... Hey. I never judge a book by its cover. Got the War Leader's Call. Alright, we got a Triumphant Getaway now. Giving this blue is a little annoying for the 3 steps ahead. I think we're actually going to go in for black. Let's go for black so that I can go for the Lootmonger. I think at this point, probably going to get rid of the Thopterist. It's pretty close. Do we need this counter spell up? I think we're committing to no counter magic, man. Might be a little scary, but... Requisition rate. I think we'll take this. This is fine, right? We can take this, because then we get rid of the War Leader's Call. We can still heist. I think we're okay here. But definitely, this is going to be like a bigger, more mid-range Boros. I've been playing so much aggro Boros that... well, let's do this now before my roll goes off. That's fine. Alright, let's heist you. Get lost, War Leader's Call. Bard, okay. I think we'll just get the Get Lost. Removal can never really hurt, right? 1 damage to me, but that's okay. So if I go for the Requisition Raid, destroy target enchantment, and then we get something back, that feels pretty good, right? Destroy target enchantment. Bang. Get a treasure token back. And now we just get lost. Whenever it attacks, blah, blah. Yeah, I think we can probably do this. I think it's fine. It's either that or a Thopterist, but let's just go for the Get Lost here. Get a treasure token back. Just kind of clear the board out. Swing in. It's fine. We do know that the ring, no more witnesses. Is that what it's called? Virtue of Loyalty. Interesting. So they're gonna go, ooh, they're gonna make use of these map tokens. Okay. Gotta respect it. So they actually do have a creature with power greater than its base power right here. So, I mean, kind of makes sense to keep it. Double map token. I was a little nervous about Reprieve, but if they're gonna go ahead and do that, I guess we don't have to worry about that. think we're gonna go in for Tajik. I mean, now that we have the Phantasmal Extraction, that is, well, fantastic. Okay, sorry about that. Tajik, Legion's Valor, so go ahead and just get this down. I think instead of going for the Thopterist, we'll keep one treasure, and I'm just gonna go in. Let's see what you have in the hand. Let's take a peek at what you got. Get Lost. Get Lost kills you. I mean, we're indestructible. Target art. I don't think this is really that bad. I guess it'll have to be this, because this can get rid of my Triumphant Getaway, and it's kind of annoying. But like I said, now that we have your stuff, like I said, we just take all of your stuff. It's just so wonderful. Yeah, we do lose out on our little, poor little recruit here, but eventually we're going to get into, I guess, Aurelia, the Law Above, which would be really nice. I assume they're going to get lost on here, but look at this, though. Okay, they're going to get lost, but with Tajik, if we can get +1/+1 counters, if we can get +1/+1 counters on this with the map token here, we get extra stuff, right? Yeah, equal to the number of +1/+1 counters. So let's go in for the map token. Let's bump up this Tajik, and this could get pretty nasty here. Ooh, yeah, we like the +1/+1 counters. So I'm trying to think here. We could go for Triumphant Getaway. So right now we have a Swiftblade and Vindicator coming. Skyknight Legionnaire. Maybe we should just kind of take it easy. Do we really want to rush into Aurelia? Probably not. So I think we can probably just take a chill pill here. We do have the 3 steps ahead. So maybe we do this one more time. Let's do it one more time. And then we can go for 3 steps ahead. Keep the go for the throat. And we get a Spark Trooper. Oh my god, that is absolutely sick. So this has to swing in. It does have Trample, Lifelink, Haste. I'm not going to swing with the Tajik. Let's just kind of hold still here. And next turn, we are going to get a Stolen Aurelia, the Law Above. That is absolutely nasty. Excuse me. And then we got 3 steps ahead. Oh my god. Well, we can't counter a human, but we can counter the Virtue of Loyalty, and yeah, absolutely no way. Counter target spell. You know, like I said, this deck feels dirty sometimes, man, but next turn we're going to get into a free Aurelia, the Law Above, and that just feels broken. So I guess we might as well just do it, baby. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's a little rough there, isn't it? Let's go and get you down, and I'm actually going to hold up the Triumphant Getaway. Not swing with you. Let's just chill. I may want to go for the Getaway, may want to go for the Throat in case they go for something crazy. Well, that is pretty crazy. Okay. They can't really... Well, nothing's going to enter the battlefield, so... For right now, so that's okay. Okay, well, okay. Let's time out. Let's see, you're swinging in with everything. That plays right into the Aurelia, so thank you for that. I don't think... Yeah, I have to say... Well, thank you. Got the Aurelia, the Law Above. Pretty sick. Even Pro. All right, so we have a Pro at our hands. Let's see how professional you are, Ivan. All right, I think we'll just go in for... Well, I kind of need blue if I want to go for Thought-String Analyst, so maybe we just do this. Brave Expectations? I mean, I do like that. I do like that. I wouldn't really mind seeing another land so I can kind of just seal the getaway. So I think we'll do that instead. I don't like seeing this because we do have the Thought String Analyst. Let's do this. Let's just drop the Thought String Analyst. And if they want to just shock it or whatever the hell they got going on, just remove it. I think that's okay. I'm not really that upset. Thought String Analyst is not very good versus Burn. So if you use it to kill it, that's fine. Because we do have to lose life to steal these cards. That's fine. Completely fine with me. Because this card can really work against you. Yeah, we steal cards, but we also, you know, lose life. So that might not be in the best interest here. But like I said, we do like the Thought String Analyst. Every other matchup that's not Burn, we love this card. Love it. I don't love that. Do not like the Slick Shot Show Off for sure. Let's do that. Just gonna have to hope the Lonely End. Again, if we were on the draw, we do get to gain life, which is very, very nice, but just gonna have to go for the Lonely End. There's nothing else really to do here. No. Cannot risk this thing going off. No, thank you. Sure, go for it, man. Alright. Alright, birdie. You know what? I think I will just do this now. I guess not. I guess not, right? What can they really have here? Let's see, what can they dig into? Huh? I was like, come on now, you're mono red. You're mono red. Of course you're gonna do that. So we don't get the life gain, so we are on the play. So that's okay. If we are on the draw, gaining that 3 life is so nice. Unfortunately, we do not get into the Triumphant Getaway, which is really sad, but it is what it is. Just go for the extraction. I guess we'll just get rid of the Codebreaker, right? We don't have any other like hard removal, so I guess we'll just get rid of the actual creature. And then we can go for Grave Expectations. We can actually gain life from this, which could be relevant, especially if you want to get rid of the sorceries to kind of weaken the Codebreaker's like disguise thing, but I think I'll... It's close. It's close. Do I want to gain life, or do I want to just heist them again? I think I might just want to gain life. Let's actually do that. I think 99% of the time I would rather just heist, but I'm actually going to do this. And let's get rid of all their instant and sorceries so that it weakens their Codebreakers from disguising. And then we gain 3 life. I think that's a little better here. This might be the first time I ever cast it for that. This comes in tab, which is unfortunate for our Triumphant Getaway, but nevertheless, we still get the Phantasmal Extract. Like I said, most of the time with the Grave Expectations, that's the first time I've ever used the second mode. I'm almost always want to just heist them. Well, 2, 2, and 3, so I guess we'll just take the one that does the most damage. Sure, it's fine. Still at 21 life, and then we do have the Triumphant Getaway for next turn. I think we're looking okay. Ooh, I did not want to see a Swifty. I did not want to see a creature. So we can handle the burn. We can handle the burn. Well, we can't really handle another creature. This could be a little scary. I know it doesn't seem that crazy, down to 15. But definitely don't like to see it. Just pass. We're going to go in for our Triumphant Getaway, and hopefully... Maybe we should have actually just played this now, in case we did get a Swifty. So we just want something that costs 1. Anything that costs 1, and because they do have a Swifty and a Firebrand, which is a sorcery, we definitely... that's a misplay. It's definitely a misplay there. We definitely should have gotten for the getaway on our own turn rather than holding this up. But nevertheless, hopefully we can get a shock. If we get a shock, then we just don't have to worry about it. Oh! Woo! Alright, so misplay, we get bailed out there. Absolutely bailed out of a misplay there. So that will help out. And we'll just go ahead and shock you. And we get that 2 life. Now that we get that 2 life every single turn, I mean, that just cripples this deck. They could have even shocked us for a little bit of prowess action on the Swifty, but now that we have the Lightning Strike up here, I think it's just GG's. Don't want to get too cocky yet, but it's definitely, it's definitely not looking too good. I'm going to do this now, because we have the Phantom Interference. We can't go for Grenzo anyway. Sure. Pass. So once we drop the Grenzo, it's literally over. But for right now, we still gotta sweat a little bit. Can't go for the Restless Vents yet. Okay, sure. Lonely End. If I go for the Restless Vents, I mean, oh man, eventually I'm gonna have to try and get a little crazy here. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. We don't get the life gain, which is important to note. What I'm gonna do is go for the Restless Vents for defense. Let's do that, and then we can still go for the Lonely End on another creature as well. They can't shock it because it's got 3 toughness. So let's see if they want, even if they did go for like a Monstrous Rage or something like that. Sure, I guess. Sure. Don't really want to lose my Vents, though. They could shock it. Let's do this. I still think we're relatively okay. If they want to shock the Vents, we just kind of live with it. We get 1... Man, it's a little rough, though. Because now our Grenzo is 1 more turn away from being able to be played. But we only take 2 this way. starting to get a little nervous. Can't lie about it. Maybe we should... I don't know. Because now we could have gone for Grenzo. Gonna have to pass. So with Phantom Interference, what can we do here? We can still counter something. Oh god, absolutely. Okay, so now we're looking good here. And now we actually get the little 2/2 Spirit token here. So we cannot let this go through. If the Fiery Inscription does resolve, I think then we're looking really rough there. So that does work out pretty nicely for us. Melt through, okay. So we just get one more land and we can seal the deal. But not out of this yet. We do get another land. Oh, we get another land, but we're gonna have to wait one more turn. So 7 life. Oh, this is close. So we're down to 3. If they don't have a lightning strike, we might be okay. If it's just no lightning strike. No lightning strike. All right, so let's go in for Grenzo. And of course, we get something for free. So let's just do a shock. Well, yeah, let's just do a shock, whatever. So shock. I'm just gonna do this now. Or maybe we should actually... No, let's just do it now. I don't think it really matters here. We gotta gain this life. Theater. But I don't know. We still are not out of the woods here. 3 steps ahead. I guess we'll keep it, I guess. So Fiery Inscription. If they have a shock, we lose. Can't block you. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. Can't block. If they have a shock, they win. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Okay, so we get something for free. See, because we can counter something, but now the Fire Inscription is going to deal 2 every single time. But we gain 2. Can we outpace them? I guess we'll just go for Melt Through. Let's just do this now. Let's just do this now. Let's kill the Ring Bear. Up to 6. I think we'll just pass. Oh man, this is... Whew. Alright. Got a block. Monstrous Rage goes through, which is like, you know, I don't want to say it's fine. We deal 2 damage to us, which is not good. So we're gonna have to do this. Counter, draw 2, whatever. Did not get any help there. Down to 3. We're still looking good somehow, some way. I guess we're just gonna have to Melt Through again. I mean, honestly though, we might just want to start doing damage ourselves. If we do Monstrous Rage, that's, you know, 9. It's not enough. It's not quite enough to go through with our own. So I think we'll just... Check 1, 2. Alright, we're good. Alright, we'll just go for Melt Through, I guess. Get a Thopterist. I just want to go for this now because... I'm just going to do this now in case they draw something. We don't have to worry about putting it on the stack. We don't have to worry about that. And then they just, like, go for, like, you know, whatever. This is a little risky. I am swinging in. It's a little risky in case they have, like, a Swift Spear and a Monstrous Rage. It's a little risky. A land is nice, and I think we got it. Oh, man. You know what? Hey. Cheers to you, my friend. I know, hey, cheers. That was a really good game. I know how hard that must be to not come out on top with your little burn. Yeah, that's actually funny. I do like this this one actually quite a bit. That is, I've been on the other receiving end of that, where you just can't draw into what you want. I feel you, man, Ivan. Foliage. All right. Well, we got a cool hand considering this is all blue. That's pretty cool. I guess we'll keep this. Captivating Crossroads, let's definitely commit to our blue, and then we go for the Blackcleave Cliffs, and then we're looking good. So the Emporium Thopterist, I definitely think we're going to lean towards going, let's just get this down, and then we can kind of maybe protect it with our counter spells. So they, oh, this is going to be a mirror match, I can already tell. So we got the, yeah, we got the Grixis colors all nice and down pat here, so let's go for our Thopterist. See if we can put some offensive pressure. We are on the play, so we do kind of have the edge in that regard. See if we got some counter, or not counter magic. Kill spells, which you do, it's fine. 'Tis fine, 'tis fine. So now we go in for our Thought String Analyst. Instead of holding up this counter magic, what I do find pretty helpful here. I think we'll just go in for blue. We do need one other extra blue source for the 3 steps ahead to actually be able to counter. So, yeah, this Thought String Analyst really bad versus burn or aggro. But like I said, in the mirror matches of like heist and stuff like that, this can definitely provide you with an extra value spike. If it doesn't die. I said if it doesn't die, unfortunately. Be that as it may, what do we do here? I think we might need black. We need another black source here. It's either black or red, obviously, so... I might just want to heist you too, though, to be honest. Let's go for black. If they don't cast anything, I will use this Weave the Nightmare to actually just heist them straight up. Feels like a little... It feels a little crappy because you'd kind of like to see something else go on, but... Because we can't even go Phantom Interference. I think we're still going to try it out. So let's just go and try and heist you. If I can't find my stuff, I guess we'll try to find some other stuff. Negate. That is unfortunate. Alright, so we're kind of in a weird spot here. We've got plenty of counter magic, but I am looking to probably... let's find... I actually am not running this card. I think you could definitely draw 3 cards. You could definitely make the case to go for that. I don't think it's particularly necessary. So we're just kind of playing kind of a staring contest here. So, well, there it is. Let's do this. Let's counter and then draw. Yeah, I think we can probably rock with this. So we definitely need something else going on here. Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Cut down. I don't know if cut down's gonna be all that relevant here. Let's go for the Lootmonger. It's close though. Let's go for the Lootmonger. It's definitely gonna be cut down, regardless of what it is. Give us a good game. Well, I don't know if it's a good game yet. I think it's gonna have to be Weave. Weave the Nightmare is pretty good here, right? Let's go for Weave the Nightmare. Yeah, it's close. It's close. I do want to get the Thopterist down, but holding up counter magic is pretty much goated, right? So I guess we'll try it, right? Counter non-target creature spell. Treasure token. I mean, yeah, like I said, once I countered that, then now it's a good game, because that is pretty much their win condition.